A warm welcome to all the students of class 10th. Today we will discuss the question and answers of chapter 1 of history book The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Today we will discuss the first part of the exercise. Question 1. Write a note on Giuseppe Mazzini. Answers. Point 1. The Italian revolutionary Giuseppe Mazzini, born in Genova in 1807, he became a member of the Secret Society of the Carbonari. Point 2. As a young man of 24, he was sent into exile in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. Point 3. He subsequently founded two more underground societies, first Young Italy in Marseilles and then Young Europe in Bern, whose members were like-minded young men from Poland, France, Italy and the German states. Point 4. Mazzini believed that God had intended nations to be the natural units of mankind, so Italy could not continue to be a patchwork of small states and kingdoms. It had to be forced into a single unified republic within a wider alliance of nations. This unification alone could be the basis of Italian liberty. Following his model, secret societies were set up in Germany, France, Switzerland and Poland. Point 5. Mazzini's relentless opposition to monarchy and his vision of democratic republics frightened the conservatives. Metternich described him as the most dangerous enemy of our social order. B. Count Camillo de Cavour. Answer. Point 1. Chief Minister Cavour, who led the movement to unify the regions of Italy, was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. Point 2. Like many other wealthy and educated members of the Italian elite, he spoke French much better than he did Italian. Point 3. Through a tactful diplomatic alliance with France engineered by Cavour, Sardinia-Piedmont succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. Point 4. Apart from regular troops, a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi joined the fray. Point 5. In 1860, they marched into South Italy and the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies and succeeded in winning the support of the local peasants in order to drive out the Spanish rulers. Point 6. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed King of United Italy. Cavour became the first Prime Minister of United Italy. C. The Greek War of Independence. Answer. 1. Greece had been part of the Ottoman Empire since the 15th century. Point 2. The growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe sparked off a struggle for independence amongst the Greeks, which began in 1821. Point 3. Nationalist Greece got support from the Greeks living in exile and also from many West Europeans who had sympathies for ancient Greek culture. Point 4. Poets and artists lauded Greece as the cradle of European civilization and mobilized public opinion to support its struggle against a Muslim empire. Point 5. The English poet Lord Byron organized funds and later went to fight in the war, where he died of fever in 1824. Finally, the Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation. D. Frankfurt Parliament. Answer. Point number 1. In the German regions, a large number of political associations whose members were middle-class professionals, businessmen and prosperous artisans came together in the city of Frankfurt and decided to vote for an all-German National Assembly. Point 2. On 18 May 1848, 831 elected representatives marched in a festive procession to take their places in the Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul. Point 3. They drafted a constitution for a German nation to be headed by a monarchy subject to a parliament. When the deputies offered the crown on these terms to Frederick Wilhelm IV, King of Prussia, he rejected it and joined other monarchs to oppose the elected assembly. Point 4. While the opposition of the aristocracy and military became stronger, the social basis of parliament eroded. Point 5. In the end, troops were called in and assembly was forced to disband. E. The role of women in nationalist struggles. Answer. Point 1. The issue of extending political rights to women was a controversial one within the liberal movement, in which large number of women had participated actively over the years. Point 2. Women had formed their own political associations, founded newspapers and taken part in political meetings and demonstrations. Point 3. Despite this, they were denied suffrage rights during the election of the assembly. Point 4. When the Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul, women were admitted only as observers to stand in the visitors' gallery. Question number 2. What steps did the French revolutionaries take to create a sense of collective identity among the French people? Answer. Point number 1. The ideas of la patrie, the fatherland, and le citoyen, the citizen, emphasized the notion of a united community enjoying equal rights under a constitution. Point 2. A new French flag, the tricolor, was chosen to replace the former royal standard. Point 3. The States General was elected by the body of active citizens and renamed the National Assembly. Point 4. New hymns were composed, oaths taken, and martyrs commemorated, all in the name of the nation. Point 5. A centralized administrative system was put in place and it formulated uniform laws of all citizens within its territory. Point 6. Internal customs duties and dues were abolished and a uniform system of weights and measures was adopted. Point 7. Regional dialects were discouraged and French, as it was spoken and written in Paris, became the common language of the nation. Question number 3. Who were Marianne and Germania? What was the importance of the way in which they were portrayed? Answer. Point 1. Marianne was the female allegory in France representing the idea of nationalism, liberty and justice. Point 2. Germany was the female allegory of the German nation. Point 3. Point 3. The importance of the way in which they were portrayed. A. It sought to give the abstract idea of the nation a concrete form. B. They represented liberty, justice, republic and nation. Point C. The attributes of liberty are the red cap, broken chain, while justice is a blindfolded woman carrying a pair of weighing scales. D. It reminded the public of the national symbol of unity and them to identify with it. Question number 4. Briefly trace the process of German unification. Answer. Point 1. Nationalist feelings were widespread among middle-class Germans who in 1848 tried to unite the different regions of the German Confederation into a nation-state governed by an elected parliament. Point 2. These liberal initiatives to nation building was, however, repressed by the combined forces of the monarchy and the military supported by the large landowners called Junkers of Prussia. Point 3. From then on, Prussia took on the leadership of the movement for national unification. Point 4. Its chief minister, Otto von Bismarck, was the architect of this process, carried out with the help of the Prussian army and bureaucracy. Point 5. 3 wars over 7 years with Austria, Denmark and France ended in Prussian victory and completed the process of unification. In January 1871, the Prussian king William I was proclaimed German emperor in a ceremony held at Versailles. Question number 5. What changes did Napoleon introduce to make the administrative system more efficient in the territories ruled by him? Answer. The Civil Code of 1804, usually known as the Napoleonic Code, did away with all privileges based on birth, established equality before the law, and secured the right to property. Point 2. Napoleon simplified administrative divisions, abolished the feudal system and freed peasants from serfdoms and manorial dues. Point 3. In the towns too, guild restrictions were removed. Point 4. Transport and communication systems were improved. Point 5. Businessmen and small-scale producers of goods in particular began to realize that uniform laws, standardized weights and measures, and a common national currency would facilitate the movement and exchange of goods and capital from one region to another. Dear students, please subscribe my channel for the upcoming videos of the other question and answers of history chapters of NCERT books. Thank you.